Hi everyone, Mint Morris here. Welcome to my next little mini lesson on the augmented lick, made famous by Jimmy Wyble and Tiny Moore, and carried on in guys like Roy Nichols, Jr. Barnard, and Red Volkart. This lick is one I covered in my previous video in more depth, as well as my monthly lesson videos, in kind of more of an extended manner. But this one I wanted to kind of focus on just kind of some places where you can drop this lick in and use it in different kind of applicable circumstances to embellish the melody of songs. So I took the basic Western swing standard Faded Love and just plugged it in when I could, kind of in between where the melody is. So in this tune, we're in the key of D, and I do actually have some lessons that cover up how to play kind of the melody of this song and embellish it in some simple ways, which I'll drop in the link or in the description below, a link to that, as well as to my monthly membership page and other courses that will kind of pair with this. But the whole idea is to find the fifth of your triad or whatever chord you're on, whatever the melody is, and take that fifth and raise it a half step to the sharp 5, and then resolve it into the next chord. So in a lot of the Western swing, country, jazz standards, you have a lot of 5 of 5 chords or subdominant chords, chords resolving into one another. So this is like the perfect connecting lick to kind of link the chords together. So in this case, my basic melody goes something like this. Right? That's a variation you might hear. Kind of like up higher, right? But the whole idea is if I start here, I have a triad, a D triad. It's my D chord, there's my D augmented chord, there's my G chord, right? That just connects me like so. So if I play, it fits it like a glove, just like that. I could do another variation. A little farther down. Okay, so that's kind of what I'm just kind of thinking of, kind of my variations that I covered in the last video, and just kind of plugging them in there. And then I'm working down, I'm playing the melody. Here's my A chord right there. So on this one, I just connected 5, sharp 5, 6, flat 7. There's my 1, right? Then I kind of broke away from the melody and played a little kind of basic swingism, Junior Barnardism, playing from the 3rd to the 5th. And that I imposed that sharp 5 an octave below, right? Because that would be up the high octave, there it is the lower, and then I kind of just quoted the same thing on the G. And then I just came back up. There's my augmented chord again, and then I kind of switched into playing some more chords. All fourths, and then I did an augmented chord here. So that's my augmented D. Take it up every 2 frets, it's a little trick you can do, and that resolves me right into my G here. right? So just kind of things like that, where you can now start thinking of, how do I do this chordally, and how can I take around that little triad and move it up? And that's the trick with that. You can move it 2 frets. So I could, take it up here and resolve to the G here, or take it down here and resolve to the G there. So you have options. And that's the kind of way to think about these chord shapes, right? You've got the melody in them, but you also have the chord shape, which, so if you want to do kind of the piano or kind of guitar chordal jazz voicings, however you want to do it with the pick or with your fingers, or you kind of want to do more of like the steel guitar, like Roy Lanham, Roy Buchanan, Red Volkart sound, where you're emulating that, you can go and just kind of grab those and they're already under your fingers, and you're not learning 2 different things. And that's what's really important, to kind of bring the 2 together. So use those ideas, plug into a few tunes, see how you can connect the melody from point A to point B with that little augmented lick. And then, as I kind of alluded to in the second part of my solo, where we're going next, and my next kind of set of free mini lessons, is going to be steel guitar sounds, especially kind of in the country jazz vein. So we're going to look at like Don Helms, Buddy Emmons, maybe some Buddy Charlton, and then how guys on guitar have kind of taken those things, specifically like Roy Buchanan and Red Volkart. So stay tuned for that, and that will be coming very soon. And as always, check the link below, and you can see some other examples of courses that will go well with this, as well as transcription packs and any other free kind of lessons I have in different playlists. See you soon.